Imagine a big wood. No, we're not gonna pause. Imagine a big tree, right? Try and kick it, punch it, knock it down, not gonna happen. Over time, it actually grows. The battle becomes one-sided, but eventually it starts to grow so much it's leaning to one side, it falls off of balance, and it falls over and into like a wood chipping machine, and now it's like sawdust, and even the atoms themselves are crumbling apart. That is Liverpool's fucking season right now. We were so strong last season. We strengthened in areas to make it seem like we're invincible, but it throws the balance off completely. And Jamie Carragher is the lumberjack, except he really fucking hates trees. Sorry lads, if I seem like I'm distracted, I'm currently watching the end of the first half between Inter and Liverpool, but I needed to film this video before I stream. If you want to see me do a live watch along, yeah, get this video to 9,000 likes, I will stream it on Twitch. That's a big ask, but I think you guys can do it, especially on a video like this. The Mo Salah Arne Slot feud has reached boiling point, with Mo being left out of our squad to travel to Inter, and now Jamie Carragher's weighing in, saying that he's a disgrace. Our former centre-back is rattled. He unleashed an 8-minute rant about the Egyptian icon this week on Monday Night Football, suggesting that instead of us throwing him under the bus, he's the one that throws his teammates under the bus, that he was a flop at Chelsea and that Liverpool made him, and calling out the fact that he's never won AFCON with Egypt for some, I don't even know, you're not qualified. That's not your area of legislation, Jamie Carragher. Then when Mo Salah posted a picture of him in the gym, he replied calling him out again.
I don't know, he's a fucking weirdo, man.
His head was absolutely steaming the moment Mo Salah mentioned him in that interview. I know it. Sky Sports, yeah, they gave him 2 full days. They gave him 48 hours to get his shit in order. They gave him a chance, and he still came with absolutely no composure. The ball's come out to him from a corner. He's seen it up in the air. He's 45 yards out, and he's tried to scorpion kick it, fam. He's met a girl in the smoking area, and they've got on. They've had like a 3.5-minute conversation, and he's asked her to go to Winter Wonderland with him. I'm telling you, zero composure in this situation. And even other Sky Sports presenters seemingly could see through it.
Have I ever criticised Mo Salah on the pitch? Well, a couple of weeks ago, you said his legs had gone.
Now, I am so disappointed. This video is going to be a bit all over the place, man, but I have my thoughts on it. Obviously, the Mo Salah Arne Slot situation is far from ideal, and I do think both of them are in the wrong. I made a video that you can check out after this one, talking about that in a little bit more detail, and I said that I think realistically, Mo Salah has a big right to be frustrated. He has a right to feel like he's been thrown under the bus because he's the only one that's been dropped for a significant amount of time when the entire squad as a unit isn't performing. He has been bad, for sure. But getting dropped for 3 games in a row is peak. At the same time, he shouldn't have gone to the media like that, and 3 games may be a little bit early to make your judgment. But if stuff behind the scenes has broken down, then he's, you know, maybe right to call out the manager given all he's done for the club. Jamie Carragher has then unleashed this rant, bro.
Mo Salah's never won the AFCON.
Why does him not winning the African Cup of Nations matter? What are we even doing here? Name one English player that's won AFCON. You can't. That's what I'm saying. It's a hard thing to win. No, but genuinely, yeah, I need Mo Salah to win AFCON now. Actually, I've seen the light. Oh my days. Sorry, I'm watching Inter versus Liverpool at the same time, and Joe Gomez almost accidentally scored a cross, so bear with me. So what I'm trying to say is I need Mo Salah to win AFCON, and then his speech will be scathing.
You won't want your son to be like Carragher.
He'll be celebrating with a plushie at Carragher's face, roaming through the streets of Cairo on an open-top bus. He scores a 97th minute winner, knee slides, lifts his shirt up, and there's just a high-definition picture of Jamie Carragher scoring her own goal from his playing days. To be fair, though, that would be a considerably better shirt than the one Jamie Carragher wore during the Luis Suarez Racismo saga. He'll have his statement ready when he logs back onto Twitter and realises he's been ratioed by 97% of the Liverpool supporting audience. Those two are gonna have tension between each other when they inevitably both play for Liverpool in a Legends match in the future. I know for a fact Mo Salah took a sneaky secret private jet to Milan to slide tackle Jamie Carragher during CBS Sports coverage. So that was the initial reaction, and it was already, I think, over the top. We'd seen obviously mixed reactions between Arne Slot and Mo Salah, and I respect both sides of the coin. If you think Arne Slot's in the right and you think Mo Salah's in the wrong, I get it. I just personally think that with a player of his stature and legendary status, he shouldn't be able to get away with everything, and that's why I think he's gone about it in the wrong way. But he clearly has a point that he feels like he's a scapegoat when the rest of the team aren't performing either. So I kind of disagreed with Jamie's take anyway. But then Mo Salah posts a picture on Insta and on Twitter of him just training alone in the gym. Now he's obviously poking fun at the situation, but he's still working hard. He's still gone to the gym. He's not decided to not go to training. He was still laughing and joking with players like Alexander Isak, for example, that people seem to think he has a problem with over on videos on Twitter as well. Jamie Carragher's reaction was to say that he now hopes that Liverpool win more than any other point, well, I guess, in his time watching Liverpool. Because Mo Salah posted a picture of him in the gym. It's just so booky. I don't understand. Like, obviously, yeah, cool. I'm sure he wants Liverpool to win because we're in a terrible run of form anyway. But the reason that he said this is because Mo Salah's taken like another little, like techie jokey dig at him, and he can't handle it. Like, that is the reason that he's tweeted that. He's not hoping that Liverpool win any more than usual because of a bad run of form or because he wants some confidence in the team. No, he wants us to win more than ever because it's a way to one-up Mo Salah. And I'm not gonna lie to you, the Egyptian's gonna be confused when he's halfway through a bicep curl and realizes he's been called out again.
Why did I get picked up?
This I thought was so bizarre. And I think this is where he really lost the dressing room as well with like Liverpool supporters, because it is just so like, you've just lost your head. Like, you have just lost, your head's gone in this situation. We're not even making logical claims. We're not even saying things for a logical reason. And it's frustrating. Like, I'm gonna go through everything now, yeah, that he said. I wasn't even gonna make this video until the tweet about him at the gym, to be honest with you. But I think that proved that there was a vendetta. We'll go in like chronological order though, and we'll break down the original 8-minute rant. I'm not gonna go through the entire thing, but I'm gonna go through the main points. And in fairness, like I said, he did have some nice things to say on Monday Night Football during the rant. They were kind of all made to be backhanded compliments by the rest of the stuff that he said, but he did say some things that acknowledge how much Mo Salah's done for the club and the fact that he's going to be a legend, whether he plays for Liverpool ever again, whether he scores, whether he creates a goal ever again. What he's done for the club will go down in history. But he says stuff like no player is bigger than the club, right? But what actually is the metric of the club? I hate this. I can't explain to you how much I hate this phrase yet. What is the club? I don't understand what makes Jamie Carragher more the club than Mo Salah. Whatever you think of what Mohamed Salah has done, why is Mo Salah, a man who's won actually everything at Liverpool, more the club than, in fairness, another favoured player at Liverpool in Jamie Carragher? Right, Jamie Carragher had a strong career at Liverpool. He won the Champions League with Liverpool on that incredible night in Istanbul. He's not a great English centre-back, but he was only kept out of the team by greats, like actual greats, like John Terry and Rio Ferdinand. I don't think Jamie Carragher was as good as them. He was good. I think maybe Ledley King probably even had the edge over him if his knees weren't made out of prawn cocktail flavoured Watsits. But it just seems to be a buzzword when pundits don't like something that anybody at the football club, it doesn't matter who the person is, whether it's a player, a manager, a board member, a fan, it doesn't matter who it is, they can't be bigger than this like entity that is the club. And I don't get it. I don't understand. It just seems to be something that they say when they don't like what someone's doing. But anyway, right? Let's start off with what he said about AFCON. And I think, again, this is why it seems like it's a personal agenda. This 8-minute rant, yeah, was so incohesive and just so scattergun. It wasn't like, here's reasons why I think this decision was bad. It's just like, I'm just going to get at him. Like, personally, I'm going to get at things about his personal career that she should have done better with. There's no relevance to saying that Mo Salah's not won the African Cup of Nations. But if you really wanted to get at him for that, maybe I'd understand it if it was any other pundit other than Jamie Carragher, who just 8 months ago or 9 months ago or something was saying that the African Cup of Nations isn't even a serious competition in regards to Mo Salah. So make up your mind, decide, is it a major competition that he should have won and that we take brownie points away from him for, or, you know, that tarnishes his legacy for not winning? Or, like you said back in February, is it not really a major competition, which Micah Richards and Daniel Sturridge had to call him out on? And obviously that got then a reaction from John Obi Mikel, JJ Okocha, and other African legends, and most of the African community when it comes to football, right? That was already bad. So why bring it up? It wasn't that long ago. You must remember that that had happened. Bringing up the fact that he throws his teammates under the bus. Okay, cool. Maybe he doesn't track back as well or like press as well from the front as other forwards, as other wingers might. Maybe he's selfish. He's definitely selfish at times, but a lot of the best goal scorers in world football are selfish. You're not going to catch Thierry Henry in his prime squaring it every time. No, bro wants goals. Know what I'm saying? Like, and that is a beautiful thing for a goal scoring forward sometimes. That's that's a detrimental thing in certain situations, but a lot of the time, that's just the way it is. Cristiano Ronaldo. Like, I always go back to Cristiano Ronaldo. One of the greatest footballers of all time, selfish as shit. And that's fine, because he deserves to be. Mo Salah has been. He called out Mo for not passing to Florian Wirtz. I've done that. That's okay. Again, against Frankfurt in the Champions League. I said the exact same thing. I think he should have squared it. But to say that he's thrown his teammates under the bus, he's carried us half the time. We don't win the league last season if we don't have Mohamed Salah. It's plain and simple. We just got the best season of Mo Salah's life. After other seasons that were absolutely incredible for Mohamed Salah, he does not throw his teammates under the bus. Unless you're maybe suggesting that he has done now by kind of, you know, talking in the media. And I guess maybe I'd understand that. But he was saying, like, generally throughout his career, being a right back. Like, imagine being a right back behind Mo Salah. Oh no, I just get to swing balls in behind and he scores them. What a shame. He also was part of one of the best front threes in regards to chemistry and also output that English football has ever seen, in the form of Sadio Mane and Roberto Firmino. Mane and Salah had a couple of clashes because Salah didn't pass the ball. That doesn't work if he doesn't facilitate for them as well. It would have just fallen apart if he was that selfish or throwing his teammates under the bus. And furthermore, even without them, he still performed. Without Firmino or Sadio Mane, he still performed. Then we go on to him bringing up the fact that he was known as a Chelsea flop. In English football, if you've never watched any other league, maybe, yeah. But it's such a low ball knowledge take to suggest that Mo Salah's career would have been defined only by being a Chelsea reject by the time he joined Liverpool. Because we're just erasing his Serie A career, which obviously, again, was not the heights of what he's doing at Liverpool right now. But he was balling out for Fiorentina, and he was balling out even more so for Roma. Why do you think we signed him? We didn't sign him as a prospect, and then he just accidentally became good. We brought him in to start, and he was amazing. And secondly, look, again, can completely appreciate he's probably not the player that he is right now if he doesn't sign for Liverpool in that moment and play under Jurgen Klopp, who gets the best out of him and whatever. But clearly that ability was always in there. Liverpool definitely helped him in his career and winning so much stuff. But it's also a two-way street. It's a mutual gain, a mutual win. What did we win between Jamie Carragher's prime, which was a Champions League, in Istanbul in 2005, and Mo Salah joining? 2 Carabao Cups? I might even be being generous. I think it might even only be 1. Like, certainly in the decade before Mo Salah joined, we literally won 1 League Cup. I think it might have even still been called the Carling Cup when we won it. That's how long ago it was. So it's not like we were out here prospering, winning league titles, getting to Champions League finals when Mo Salah arrived and we gifted him this career. Yes, there were other players that joined and made us a lot better, like Virgil van Dijk and Alisson, astute signings like Gini Wijnaldum. But he was one of the first, like, real transitional signings. Like, Sadio Mane, I think, had been there, I want to say, for like a season, maybe, right? And it looked good, but not the peak of Sadio Mane in combination with Mo Salah, and same for Firmino. We hadn't signed Van Dijk, we hadn't signed Alisson, we hadn't seen Trent really that much, to be honest with you. It was still very much transitional when we signed Mo Salah. We still had a lot of players in the team like Simon Mignolet and Dejan Lovren. We were not winning stuff. We weren't out here winning league titles, getting to Champions League finals and stuff, and winning silverware all over the place and just gifted him a Liverpool career. He made that for himself, and he dragged our level up to the point where we were then able to sign other better players around him. There's a way to have this argument. There's a way to call out Mo Salah. He is being targeted. Of course he is. He's gone to the media. Like, the media weren't even expecting my guy. Like, he literally went over to journalists and was like, listen, yo, I've got a story for you for tomorrow, yeah? Or you're writing the back pages. Come, let's have a conversation. There's a way to call him out for that, because I think you can. I think you can say that he went a little bit too early. Maybe, as I said in the last video, maybe 4 or 5 games. Oh my God, Inter almost just scored. 4 or 5 games, yeah, say less. Okay, cool. Like, you could argue, yes, you've been dropped for far too long. Going to the media in that way, probably not the way to do it, but he has a right to be aggrieved, in my opinion. You can say that in a way that doesn't actually attack him personally. You've gone at him there at like a place of spite, not spit, by the way. I don't want to come across like get me. You can criticize his behavior without feeling like you have to one-up him and make him an op. You don't have to wage war with the guy. Like, he mentioned your name in an interview. You can be the bigger man. You can just be like, look, I'm not even gonna lie. I don't agree with what he's done. I don't agree with the way that he's gone to the media. I don't agree with the fact that he came out after 3 games and started criticizing the manager. And then you leave it at that, bro. Be the bigger man. Like, you don't have to go on an 8-minute rant about it and fill up the whole... James Maddison was probably just sat there like a 7-year-old child whilst his parents argue in the kitchen. Going after his career from an international level, going after his career at Chelsea, both irrelevant and both just personal attacks that you just didn't need to bring into the equation. Saying that he's thrown his teammates under the bus for years just doesn't make sense. And saying that he doesn't basically support current players doesn't make sense either. Cool. Just talk about his performances, man, because they haven't been good enough. You could have won the argument with that. You could have just been like, I'm not gonna lie, bro, you've been shit. And then we would have all been like, yeah, no, Fairs, he has been pretty average. Maybe he was a little bit early to come out, but to just attack him like that is silly. It's so stupid. But anyway, what do you guys think? Drop it down below, man. I'm sorry to rant, and it's nothing personal about anyone involved. It's not like, I'm not gonna sit here and demean Jamie Carragher's career like some people have. Like, he was a good centre-back. Like, it's fine. He knows what he's talking about in terms of, like, being a footballer in the spotlight, but does he know what it's like to win the African Cup of Nations? No. As I said, if you want me to do a live watch-along for a Liverpool game this weekend or next weekend, depends if I'm free, but hopefully this weekend, get this video to 9,000 likes, and I will do that over on Twitch. You can follow me over there by clicking on one of the links in the description. Go follow me on Twitch, and you can also follow me on social media. It is at @theofficialfng on Twitter and on Insta. My Twitch is down in the description below. Make sure to go and follow me. You can also follow me on social media. It is at @theofficialfng on Twitter, Insta, and on TikTok, and of course subscribe if you are new to the channel. But it's been a pleasure ranting at you guys today. Have a wonderful day, enjoy yourselves, and goodbye.